crafty friends. It is Ann on a Monday evening, regular time. Yay! It's always exciting when I come on the right day at the right time. For those of you that don't know, I'm Ann with Whimsically Knotted, and my new time is 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. I try to come on every Monday at 6:30, and then I come on one more night in the week. I just don't know yet what day. I cannot commit to a specific day, but I'm going to try to keep my Monday if possible. So give me some grace if I don't come on at 6:30 on Mondays, but I will try my best. And then I'll pop on one other night the week, so just stay tuned, keep an eye out. If you are not following me, I invite you to follow. If you're watching on replay, please let me know, #replay. And I would like to invite you to follow. And let's see, what else? I am an ambassador with Essential Stencil, so you will see a lot of stencils on my page. I also try to do different things, different creative things, not just with stencil, but I will incorporate stencils or transfers from Essential Stencil, and to give you some new things. And I'm just trying different things out, so let me know what you like, if there's something that you would like to see. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. If you have any questions about Essential Stencil, about stencils, or I'm trying to log into my iPad. I'm having a little bit of difficulty. Let me know, and I will gladly share some information with you. If you're not getting notifications, you can do !notify, and then you will receive a notification when I go live. If you're not receiving notifications, try the 3 dots, the little, some call it the hamburger or the little buttons, to see if you're not receiving notifications anymore. Sometimes when Facebook does updates, the notifications disappear, and sometimes they put them in different places. So just check and see and turn that back on, and then you'll know when I go live. So let's get started, ladies. My phone is backwards so that you can see the words and everything correctly. So if I don't see a comment right away, I have to refresh my iPad. Comments do not stay up on my iPad. Why, I don't know. So please give me some grace, and we will work through this. I have a heart that came with another heart on there, kind of like this, and it had string up here from the Dollar Tree. This was screwed on with screws, little screws. So I took the screws out, took that heart off. I coated both sides of the metal with Mod Podge already, and I already painted the back with dark chocolate from Decor. And now I'm going to turn you guys down so you can see a little bit better, I hope. Every time I've got my camera turned around or my phone turned around, it's sometimes difficult to get a focus on here. So I hope you can see well. I try to bring it up, and there's also a delay. So let me know if you can see good enough, or if I need to bring it down some more. Like I said, the Mod Podge is already on here, so now we're going to add, and the reason why I put the Mod Podge on there, I do not have any slick stick or any of that stuff to put on metal or slick surfaces so that the paint will stick. So I put Mod Podge down so that that paint would stick. That is the reason why I used Mod Podge. And I have a big O paint booger. Sorry about that. I had to get rid of that paint booger. So let's paint this on real quick. I just used that brush for another color, so there might be a little bit of green on here, but it's okay. not a problem. We just want a little bit of brown coverage on here because we're going to do the cinnamon technique to rust this. I know many of you have seen this, but for those of you that don't know what it is, I am going to show you how we can make this shiny piece of metal rustic. Because I like a more rustic look. Hey Carlene, how are you, my friend? Are you gonna get some more snow this week? Miss Carlene knows that I love to see snow pictures, so she always posts beautiful snow pictures. They are just so gorgeous, and sometimes she even captures some beautiful deer, and the pictures are just gorgeous. I'm trying not to get too much paint on myself. And it doesn't matter whether you get all the grooves covered, because we're going to add cinnamon on top of this. I am going to dry this real quick. And if you are new to Essential Stencil, they are having an amazing transfer restock. They started last Saturday, or the Saturday before, with a spring release. Several beautiful spring transfers. This Saturday, or Saturday 2 days ago, they added a vintage, best of vintage. It has the trucks, it has the butterflies, it has the stamps, vintage stamps. Help me out, ladies. What else was in that release? Oh goodness, I can't remember all of it. What else was in there? The trucks. Oh, the chinoiserie, the blue flowers, the white and blue flowers. Oh my goodness. What else did we have in there? I'm trying to think. There's 7 stencil sets. The bike is in there. So there are 7 in each release is 7 stencil sets, and if you are interested in getting them all, they have a bundle deal which is discounted, so you can get all of them. The spring bundles sold out very quickly. I did not have a chance to see how many of the thank you, Carlene. You just bless my heart so much. The oh my goodness, I'm gonna get a wipe to wipe this off. The best of the vintage just released on the 17th, and then on the 24th, the homestead of farmhouse set. I cannot remember what it is called. It's farmhouse, farmstead set will release, and it is it does have one of the patriotic ones in there, and it has the turtles in there, the coastal, but it also has your Highlander and the black and white cow. It has other farm related transfers in there, and that is also an amazing bundle. I'm going to add some more Mod Podge so that we can add our cinnamon on top of this. I am just going to use this brush. My Mod Podge brush is dirty. I absolutely need to wash my brushes. But yeah, all of those transfers are available. The one that released the first Saturday, and then the one that released 2 days ago, and then next Saturday on the 24th, the last set will release on restocks. I don't know if they will come back. So check out if there's anything that you've been wanting, that you're interested in, that tickles your fancy. I'm trying to leave those holes to where I can get let's grab him up some of that Mod Podge. And I'm just going to lay it right there. And we're going to grab our cinnamon, just regular household cinnamon, the cheapest that you can find, wherever you can find it. And this makes your house and your craft smell really, really good. I am trying to be frugal with my cinnamon. And here in a minute, if I dump too much out, I will come back and pick it up and add it. I'm on pretty good coverage here. And I'll just keep turning lightly to get the edges. I want this to look like a piece of rusted tin. Now we have our first go around. Now I'm just gonna tap the Mod Podge on. Whoa! I didn't need that much Mod Podge. Do we need any Mod Podge for anything else? Oh goodness, that's a lot of Mod Podge. I'm trying to grab a hold of this the best way I can. A bigger brush would work really well, but we all make do with what I have available right now. Once this dries clear, it will look like rust. And you don't have to put it everywhere. You can put it just in a couple of spots. But I wanted the all over rust effect, so I am putting it all over. And maybe I did not put too much out here because it looks like I am doing really good. And your brush is gonna get globby, so do not use one of your favorite brushes or your most expensive brush. And I just wipe mine at the edge. I'll check comments here in just a second. And I appreciate the stars, the comments, the hearts, the thumbs up, all the good things. Hey, Janice, my friend. I love doing this technique, and I have not done it in a while. So I thought, because that silver metal was just too bright for me, too clean, too nice. You guys know that I like a little bit more of a vintage style. Now, when you do dry this, be cautious, because this will be hot, because it is metal. So don't burn yourself. And I just keep patting it in here. And that's the reason why I painted it brown, so that that will match up really good. It helps this process. Let's pivot again. A lot of pivoting going on. Clean my brush off and then just rub it in. This will take a minute to dry because I am globbing on that Mod Podge. Make sure I've got enough everywhere. I could put this back in my jar, but I'm okay with it. That in the water over there. And I'll just take the rest of this. And that's what the back side looked like after we painted it, and this is what the front side looks like now. And like I said, get whatever inexpensive cinnamon you can find. It does not need to be anything special. Thank you, Carlene. You doing well? You had snow Saturday night. I know it's been cool here too. We might get some snow. Can you believe it? I am so excited. Might this weekend. Might is the opportune word. Whether it'll happen or not, I don't know. And again, when you have this in your hand, just be careful. I am just going to let the rest dry on its own. I am going to set this on my other plate here and let it finish drying, and we can move on to our next step. I'm going to set the plate aside because I am probably going to do the back side. I just don't know if I'm going to do it as heavy, but I haven't decided yet, so I'm going to have to see. I might leave the back side just painted so it's not as messy. Let me clean this up real quick. Start with a clean slate. Little housekeeping. Sorry, I dropped my rag. This is the first heart we're going to do. I am not going to paint the back side. I am just going to do the front side. I'm going to get me another plate out. I'm going to set it in a plate. And we're going to use the Cracked Patina by Amy Howard. I just got that. That is a new product for me. We're going to paint this brown. And I'm going to add our Cracked Patina. And then we're going to add almandine over top. There's a little crusty thing in there. I hope those of you that have snow are staying warm. Miss Janice, are you having snow, cold wind? Most of the days when it's been cold here, it has been windy. Not sure why it's been so windy. We have had a lot of wind. And it just makes it really chilly. Monday wasn't too bad. Sunday it was cold. And again, this heart was on that metal piece. It came from the dollar store. I'm trying not to paint the sides because they're already dark. I really don't need to paint them. And I am going to give it a second coat because it is really light and splotchy. And if you're interested in anything from the Essential Stencil site, they are having a really good sale on a lot of things. I just peeked and there are a lot of spring things on sale, stencils and such. So make sure that you check it out. Free shipping for the month of January. So you still have time to order anything and everything. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Making sure that it smells so good in here with that cinnamon, ladies. Whew. And that's what we have so far. It's cold here. You guys had, I don't know about you, but I know Florida had snow. Yeah, we had frost everywhere too. We were supposed to get some flurries Sunday, but that didn't happen. I'm drying our other heart while I'm over here. Yeah, I saw that on TV that there were several places in Florida that had snow. Let's see, is this dry? I'm gonna let that sit for a moment and dry, and we're just gonna go ahead and that one came in a package from Hobby Lobby, and I am gonna add light buttermilk to that one. And light buttermilk is just about the same color as this little heart is. But it will go good with what we are doing on here. Again, I am trying not to paint the edges. Can you guys see good, or do I need to move the camera or the phone? Yeah, I'm curious to see on this next storm whether or not we are going to get anything out of it. It will be Saturday to Sunday, and Monday it'll be really cold. We have an appointment Monday in Charlotte, so we'll have to see. Luckily it's in the afternoon, so the roads should be fine. Depends on what we get. You know, here in North Carolina, if we get anything, everything is crippled. I'm trying to even out the strokes a little bit. We will put a stamp on here. Like I said, I've gotten several new things in that I got, and I'm going to try to show them to you. I'm going to leave this brush over to the side because I'm going to use it for our other color. Go ahead and do our heart. And for those of you that don't know, I have a discount code, WK21, for Essential Stencil. And anytime you check out, no matter how many times you go in there, and whether you buy one thing, 10 things on sale or regular price, you can use that code every time. And it'll save you another 10%, even on discounted items. I am just going to sand over this real quick. I like a smooth surface. And I'm sanding off the edges a little bit. I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe that back. Of course, you'll have some sanding dust on here, so I'll try to wipe that back. have our heart. Here is our rusted heart. Now we're going to apply our cracked patina. And I am just going to pour a little bit in that little container right here. And like I said, I have never used it. I've seen it used. I have never used it. Let's see. I am going to use a chip brush. It is a sticky, it's kind of like honey. Has a sticky consistency. And it is very thick. We're playing with lots of texture. Trying to hold it. Get this last little corner. I'm going to have lots of things to clean up tonight. Got to get my white back out, and we'll dry this, and then we're going to put our next coat on there. I'm going to let this sit for a minute, and then we'll dry the rest. I've got a thick coat on there. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. We'll experiment. If it doesn't turn out good, then we know we need to do a thinner coat. So we're experimenting together. Let's do our other project. I have got a tag from Crafty, and I painted it green in celery green, and then I added a smidge of Blue Haven on the top and then covered it back up again. That's why you see a little bit of that blue up here. This has dried. It is dried. This is one of the transfers that is on sale right now. It is in the bundle, and then you can get it individually. And this is a restock. This was a favorite of many people. And instead of putting it on straight out, I'm going to angle it a little bit. When you add a transfer, hold it where there is no color and hover over your project to see where you want it to go, and then go from the middle out and put it down. Once it touches, it is down. And then Essential Stencil has a really cool tool in the pink. I don't know if they still have the pink one or not. It came out for in October for breast cancer awareness. But they have a blue one, and they are amazing tools to burnish your transfers on, or I call it to rub it on. They are rub-on transfers, so you are rubbing it on. I go all the way around. With these amazing transfers, you can go around the edge. And I normally just use my fingernail for the edge. It does work like Crackle. In the Panhandle of Snow. That is so crazy. It does work like Crackle. It is a different, I don't know, it has a different type of Crackle. So I wanted to try it. It just looked really like old, I don't know how to explain it, like old Crackle. I'm not sure what the word is. We're getting ready to try another Crackle on this piece. And I just wanted to show you the different Crackle, because you have Crackle that you can use with Elmer's glue. You can do Crackle with my favorite, which is Folk Art Crackle. And on your transfer, when you are burnishing it in, lift your carrier sheet. This is called the carrier sheet, the one that has the color on it. Lift it up lightly and then just go around the edges. I like going around the edges and put the edges down first and meet in the middle. And while we're talking, this is drying, and I think I might have put a little bit too much on. Like I said, this is my first time using that particular Crackle. But you have different Crackle mediums, so I wanted to try that one out. It just looked really vintagey when it crackled. So I wanted to try it and see. And I wanted to show you the different results with the Crackle. The most inexpensive way is to use Elmer's glue. Mine with the Elmer's glue is a hit and miss. I don't know why I'm not good. I don't know if I'm not buying the right type of glue. I have really good results in Crackle with the Folk Art Crackle. I get really good results with that one. But I thought it might be interesting just to see different Crackles and just bring you some different ways. And you do not need much of this Crackle. And I just realized I should not have put my brushes in the water yet. I could have reused them, but that's okay. And you just go around and keep burnishing it. If it sticks, if, you know, like it's sticking, then you need to lay it back down and rub some more because it has not come off yet. I normally try to either put a hand down or put my finger down so I don't accidentally slip and it all comes off. And then something might not have transferred. So I normally try my best to keep a finger, a hand, a little bit of pressure on here. Because if I accidentally would rip this and right here in the middle it would not have transferred on, then I would have a very difficult time in putting it back. Oh, and that came off. You can use your carrier sheet and rub it in. You can also use your hand lightly and rub it in. And look how pretty that looks. It looks like it is melted into that piece of wood. You don't even feel it. It's just so pretty. Alright, so we got this one on. This is called Fine Line Crackle by Pentart. It's a two-part. It's part 1 and part 2. And you've seen Melissa with Junk and Craft Treasures use it. So I decided I want to try it. I want to see. I want to know what it does. So I need a brush to put this on. This is part 1. It goes on first. Let me make sure I do this right. and I'm putting it all over. Transfer and all, the whole thing. A thin, light coat. Again, a bigger brush would be helpful, but we are making do with what we have today. I'll stuck my finger in it. Let's fix this real quick. And let me know what other things you would like for me to try out, you would like to see. Is there a technique? Is there a paint? A certain stencil? Let me know. Alright, now we are letting that dry. Put my lid back on. Thank you, ladies. This is still really wet. I am going to dry this. I think I put a little bit too much product on. Let's just hit it with a little bit of a heat and see if we can haste it along. We just need a thin coat, so don't do like I did. And then I have to go in and see if I can take some of that product off. Our heart is almost done. So note to self, a very thin coat of the cracked patina. So we know now for next time. This still has a couple of wet spots, so we're going to continue drying. And the magic is in the second one when we put that second coat on. I'm going to let that cool off for just a minute. While we let that cool off, let's go to this heart right here. And I have got some bird stamps. Put this way and see it better. And we are going to use this one right here that says bird. And I am using waterproof archival ink in gray. I've already sanded this off a little bit to help it adhere, to help the ink adhere. just inking. Very little. My ink is a little dry. If it doesn't work, we'll try the other side. It worked. And I will clean that brush off. Brush, the stamp. I've got a little tag here, and I am going to add the word love out of the mini Valentine words that was in the Valentine stencil set. Oh, come on, stay. I thought, where is my color? And fold my coffee filter in half, add a little bit of color. Not gonna need much. Now I'm gonna use my dome brush from Essential Stencil. I'm going to do a second coat. Very light pressure. Now we got our love. Put that to the side. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get some of that crackle off of there. Let's take the part 2. My brushes keep getting smaller and smaller. Let's see if I can find a bigger one. Nope. We are working in stages here, multiple projects, multiple stages. I have a tendency to put either not enough or too much product on. I either spread it too thick or not thick enough. And that comes with practice, especially when you're trying out new products. So don't let that discourage you. You just keep practicing. And for those of you that have done this before, you know how this works. These are both new products to me. I'll close this up. And clean this off so I won't sit anything in it. And let's dry this one. Hey, Miss Cindy. Got done with supper? That is okay, my friend. I appreciate you sprinkling and hopping on. We are testing out new products. And I hope I've done this the right way. I'm questioning myself right now. Well, I don't know if I did it right. This one is the Pentart Fine Line Crackle. I hope I did it the right way. You know, you always doubt yourself, but you didn't done it right, and then when it does turn out right, you're like, whew, I did it right. You can see it cracking. Let's see if I can hold this to where you guys can see the magic happen. You see it happening? It's hard for me to hold it to where you guys can see it. Go over this a little bit more. And you see on the butterfly that fine line crackle. Now here's where the magic begins. Letting that dry a little bit. I'm going to see if I can get some of that. Let's see if I can use this one. I have too much product on here. You guys see that? I'm going to see if I can. It might not work because I had too much product on here. So if it doesn't work, you guys know what to do. Don't put so much product on. I'm taking my dark Kills wax. And actually, I'm just going to use my hand. See the crackles? I just let it cool down a little bit. Even up here where you didn't think there was any crackle, there is crackle showing up. And this is the Pentart two-step crackle. And this gives you like the porcelain look crackle. And another thing it does, it gives you an antique look, like it's been around for a while, especially when you use wax like this. And I am rubbing it into all the little cracks. And then I am taking my paper towel and buffing it back out. And here is my practice piece. That's what I practiced on. Does that not look like it is a porcelain crackle? I just love the way that looks. And you can even see it, I don't know if it'll show up on the camera from the side. But it just looks so pretty. And it gives it a shine. And I'll just take the paper towel and just rub it in, buff it out, and it has a shiny appearance to it. If you see, it looks like porcelain. So that was the step 1, step 2 fine line crackle from Pentart. Set. I was going to add a word to it, but I forgot to do that. I am going to try to dry this a little bit more. And then we're going to do our next step. Again, our crackle may not turn out the way it should because I put too much product on here. And for this step, we used the cracked patina from Amy Howard. And it normally looks really good. This is almandine. I am just going to use a, no, I'm going to use the foam brush. And again, if this does not turn out, it is because I put too much product on. And this pretty much crackles immediately. I just wanted to test out different products to show you what they do. See how quickly that crackled? And it is not bad, even though I put a ton of product on there and I didn't need to put that much product on there. So it turned out pretty good. Yes, I love new things too, and I just figure I'm going to experiment with some new products and new things. And so if there's anything, okay, it is still a little damp, so let's wait. Clean this out of the way. Here's our rusted heart. It was silver. I Mod Podged the silver to be able to put that brown coat of paint on there so it won't scrape off. Then we Mod Podged it again, added regular household cinnamon, put some more Mod Podge over top, and then I just sprinkled with a little bit more cinnamon. And I am going to add a little bit of this Kills Wax to that. Heart. Since everything is aged, I want to age this too. Because I want it to fit in. And again, I am just adding a little bit of that dark Kills Wax. Because this is going to get layered on here, which is going to get layered on here. Thank you, Carlene. It is a different crackle. This one, you can see it better on this side. Looks like a little fine porcelain crackle. And this one is more of a elongated crackle. So you have different crackle results with different, I'm trying to show it to where it picks it up better. It's hard to hold up with the camera facing backwards. All right. See if my glue is ready yet. The Pentart I bought, where did I get the Pentart from? I had to look high and low. I think I got it off of Etsy because I looked at several different places. I want to say that one came from Etsy. And the Kills Wax I got from, this is the one I bought. I got it off of Amazon. And I'm still getting used to my new glue tool. And you know what the trick is to getting everything lined up? Make it cockeyed, and that way you won't have a problem. I could have twisted that hard and this hard instead of lining them all up, and then nobody would have ever known if they were lined up. Just a little trick of the trade. Got a little greenery right here. That's one of those berry bushes. Let's see if I can. And I'm just going to tack it up here a little bit, not too much. I just don't want it to keep falling off. Just hold it in place for a second. This is just the string from material when you rip material, and I thought this would look kind of cool as like a nest underneath here, so I am going to put that in here as a nest. Plus it hides my little stem down here. Our tag is gonna go up here, and I'm probably just gonna leave it like that, laying. I got glue strings galore. Now I'm gonna make a little bow. And these are the fabrics I picked out to make a bow with. And I want my tails a little bit long. I want long tails. Or longer tails. This fabric came from Jubilee Fabrics. I love the Jubilee fabric. Oh, I forgot to put a string in. You probably are all yelling at me, put the string in! Not yelling, hollering. You forgot the string. Like I said, all this fabric came from Jubilee fabric. Thanks for hanging out with me. I bought this in a, they were 2.5 inch strips already cut. A jelly roll, that's what it's called. And I like this homespun fabric because it is the same on both sides. So it doesn't matter which way you have it laying. You don't have to watch out for that. Of course, I had to have some of my Osnaburg in there. To pick up the light colors. And since it is a bird and he will be singing, I had to have some of my music one in here. Now this one is not from Jubilee Fabrics. This one is from the Rustic Van. And this one I will have to turn in order for it to lay correctly. But I'm alright if it doesn't lay just right. It is okay. I am not going to be so upset if it is not laying right. So now you know what you can make with those little strings that fall off of your fabric. You can make little bird nests. I want to say that is probably enough. I probably don't need to add anything else because I don't want it too much of a bow. You guys think that's enough or should we add some more? I think we got enough. So I don't want to overpower it. Tight and tight. turned it to the back so I could tie it. And tie it one more time. And then I'll just fluff it out, make sure I pull the tails down. You just keep playing with it and keep fluffing it until you have it to where you want it. And this little tail wants to stick up, so I'm going to have to pull him down, cut the little strings off on the back. Oh, I forgot to get a button. I need a button. I'll leave our little nest up there. I'm going to put that at the bottom right here. Healthy glob. We'll cut our strings and I don't mind if they're all different lengths. Does anybody have any prayer requests? I always like to ask. You guys know that prayer is important to me, and I appreciate all of your prayers that you've extended to me. And I just cut them at an angle. Get rid of all this junk right here. Now we add our little tag. Get rid of all the string. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm going to put the tag right there. And all I did is I just glued that knot down because I like the way it laid. And I might have to screw the board back in because it is lifting up. But I will work on that. And we still got to put our string in to hang it. But this did not get good adhesion right there, so I will glue that. I had to hold it, and I did not take the time to hold it. And I can't remember where the string is that goes on here. I don't know what I did with it. Well then, I'll find a new one. Or was that it? That might have been it. Pulled all of it, so that one good. It unraveled by a string. I'm just going to put 2 knots in here so that it'll not loop back through the hole. And if I don't like the string, I might use wire. I might switch it to wire. Use rustic wire instead. I think I'm gonna like that better, to do rustic wire. So what do you guys think? You like that? Our little nest right here. I like the nest part. I think that's kind of cute. I have to wait and see what it looks like on camera. Thank you, ladies. Let me pull my camera up and see if there. Now you can see it. That might be better view. And then here's our fine line crackle. And that is the back side where I had practiced. And you can see the difference in the crackle. This one is the cracked patina from Amy Howard. And this one is the fine line crackle from Pentart. I hope you ladies had a good time. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I went over time, but I like to show all the different aspects of it. So my videos are longer, but I want you to see each step and, you know, not miss anything. So thanks for hanging out. Hey, Wendy, I didn't even see you hop on. Good to see you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the hearts, the thumbs up, all the things. And again, this was a Dollar Tree heart. We just added some things to it. Made it rustic. And I just love that look. And this is a tag from Crafty. And I used Pentart Crackle on both sides, and both of these are transfers from Essential Stencil. The transfers are on sale right now. They are restocked and on sale, so check them out. There's a bundle available, and then they have other stencils on sale, so check it out. My code WK21 will always save you a checkout, so use it anytime. And remember, January is free shipping month, so no matter how many times you order, it is free shipping. And also, they are giving you credit for when you place orders up to $30, depending on what the amount is. You can get a $10, $20, or $30 credit for the next purchase. How awesome is that? Free shipping, discount, sale, and a credit for the next purchase. January is the month to shop, ladies. You guys have a blessed evening. In a few minutes, Amanda will be on from Essential Stencil. She's an ambassador. She is her company's Meta Modern Design, and she will bring us some more crafty goodness. So go ahead, hop over, check her out, and check out all the other ambassadors. Miss Cindy Berry, she is an ambassador, and she does some amazing crafting. Follow her on Berry Jam Craft. I had to think of what her company was. Berry Jam Craft. So let's support one another, lift one another up, and I appreciate all of you. Have a blessed evening. I'm going to turn you down so you can see the product so that I could turn this off.